This is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. As you know, the Ignition Time channel is not just a channel that talks about stimulus. We cover important topics pertaining to the country, pertaining to the economy, most importantly, pertaining to the amount of money in your wallet. So this channel is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about money. And I do believe that a lot of back and forth that's going on in Congress between the House and the Senate, now with Joe Biden involved in the discussion, President Trump being busy with questioning the integrity of the election, I do believe we are essentially in no man's land as far as stimulus is concerned. There just doesn't seem to be any consensus. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 things you should do while you wait for stimulus. I do believe that we'll see a stimulus package at some point in time. It's unfortunate that we are not likely to see a $1.9 trillion stimulus package, which was being discussed, which, we were oh so close to it before the election. But I do believe that the chance of seeing that are extremely unlikely. So I think we should focus on what to do while we wait for stimulus. The first thing that our viewers and subscribers should be doing while you wait for additional stimulus, and this may sound unusual, but I do think it's better to plan this way, is just start planning as if stimulus is not coming. Yes, you heard me. Plan as though a stimulus is not going to happen, as if you're not going to get a stimulus. So what do you do? How do you plan? Number 1, you determine and you eliminate unnecessary expenses. So identify unnecessary expenses on your credit card statements, on your bank statements. Ask yourself, what are you spending money on? And find ways to eliminate expenses that are absolutely unnecessary. The bare essentials like food, like keeping the lights on, like paying rent, you have to do that. But if there are other unnecessary expenses that you can cut out, like, extra channels on cable TV or Netflix or something like that you can cut out, you have no choice. You will have to cut it out, because at the end of the day, if you have a money problem, there are only 2 ways to go about it. You either reduce your expenses or you increase your income. Speaking of income, if you have to take a job, whether it's a remote job, whether it's on websites where you can essentially offer your time, do whatever you can remotely through a computer. If you can do a remote job, find ways to make income remotely. If this means you have to temporarily do a job that's not commensurate with your skill set, if you temporarily have to do a job that pays you less than you would want, well, just do it. Just take it, because honestly, we have to be able to get through this difficult period until stimulus comes, until the economy recovers, especially if you're in one of the 4 industries that has been impacted the most. I'm talking travel, leisure, entertainment, and hospitality. So that leads me to the second point. Point number 2, find ways to make some extra money. Find ways to make some extra cash, because at the end of the day, if you're going to be budgeting, there's only so much you can do. You can't significantly cut your budget beyond a certain point. And I know by this time, many of us have indeed already cut our budgets. One thing you can do is actually contact your creditors. You can contact your credit card company. You can even contact your landlord and ask for a deferment or some sort of a payment plan. We are in the middle of a pandemic. We are in the middle of a worldwide crisis. And there's a very high probability that your credit card company, that your landlord can work with you. Tell them that you'll make the payments in installments. Tell them to waive any late fees or finance charges, and ask them to work with you. Now, I mentioned this earlier on our channel. You should do, if you can take a part-time job, a side hustle, or a temporary job, do it. Find ways to try and make some money online. You can probably work as a virtual assistant. You can find ways to do research for other people. You can take surveys. There are many different websites where you can set up accounts and do side gigs. You can essentially work as an independent contractor if you want, helping others do things that they cannot normally do. You probably have a skill set that you're good at, that you haven't really exploited, that you haven't really used. Maybe you're good around the house. Maybe you're a good handyman. Maybe you're a good cook. You could have any set of skills. In fact, you probably do have a set of skills. Make sure you provide that set of skills to somebody else in your neighborhood, in your community, remotely, or even through the internet, because if you do it through the internet, there are no boundaries geographically. So find ways to try and leverage your time so you can try and make money. Heck, you're watching me on YouTube. See if you can start a YouTube channel. If you can start a YouTube channel and you get a certain number of subscribers and you get a certain number of followers, you could be earning money from ads on your YouTube channel. You could be having memberships on your YouTube channel. There are so many things you can do to try and make some additional revenue so that you can reduce the financial burden on yourself. You can sell stuff that you have around your house. Let's say you have stuff that you don't need. You could sell it on eBay. You could sell it on Craigslist. You could sell it on the Facebook marketplace. Find stuff around the house that you don't really need and sell it so that you can try and raise some extra cash that way. Another thing you can do is take a closer look at your credit lines. If you have any, take a look at your assets. Ask around for help if you need to. If you own your house or if you own a car, you may be able to get a line of credit against your assets. You could also sell assets that you don't need. Also, if need be, ask a friend or a family member for help, because if you need help and if someone's willing to give it to you, this would be the time to take that help. Also, try and identify if you can get access to a home equity line of credit, or if you can get a cash advance against your credit card. Those things tend to be a little bit more expensive, but you've got to evaluate what credit lines you have access to and find the least expensive credit line and take advantage of it and pay back the money, because at the end of the day, if you need money, you're going to have to pay interest if you borrow it from someone. The question is, can you borrow it from someone and pay the lowest possible rate of interest? Now, the CARES Act introduced additional flexibility if you're going to withdraw money from retirement accounts and 401ks, and also from Roth IRAs. Now, if you have a traditional retirement account or a Roth IRA, you should speak to a financial advisor before you withdraw money, because you may be subjected to taxes and penalties. But keep in mind that if your Roth IRA has been open for more than 5 years, you may be able to withdraw, you may be able to get some contributions out penalty free and tax free. But again, you do want to speak with a financial advisor. Also, up until the end of December, you can withdraw up to $100,000 penalty free from traditional retirement accounts. Now, what's a traditional retirement account? A 401k is a good example of a traditional retirement account, and this was mandated under the COVID related distributions under the CARES Act. So all withdrawals, keep in mind, will indeed be taxed. So they will indeed be taxed, but the early withdrawal fee will indeed be waived for those aged under 59 and a half. So again, if you're under 59 and a half, expect to pay taxes, but expect that you will not be paying any early withdrawal penalties as long as you withdraw up to $100,000. So make sure you keep that in mind. Now, you can also just keep in mind, choose to pay back what you took out of the account or pay taxes on your withdrawals over a period of 3 years. So please speak with a financial advisor about this so that you do things the right way and you're in compliance with all regulations. Also, if you have a life insurance policy, if you have a permanent life insurance policy, you may be able to get a loan against your life insurance policy. So that is indeed another option that does exist for you. There are usually some caveats to getting loans against life insurance policies. So make sure, again, you speak with an advisor before you try and withdraw money against your life insurance policy. Keep in mind, at the end of the day, when you're in a situation, when you're in a financially difficult situation, you've got to find a way to get money by increasing your revenue, or you've got to find a way to save money by cutting your expenses. This is a very tough time for a lot of our viewers and subscribers. For us, it's about putting food on the table, keeping the lights on, paying rent, while all these politicians, all the congressmen and the congresswomen and all the senators in DC just argue over things that really don't help us. I hope this was helpful. I'm trying to present our viewers and subscribers with as many options as I can. Thank you so much for watching. If you did learn something new from this video, please comment below and let us know which of these ideas was helpful. Also, let us know in the comment section below if there's anything specifically that you've done as you prepare for stimulus. I should say, as you wait for stimulus, because this wait has gone on way too long. This is an indefinite wait. It should not be such a long wait. Let us know what you did in the comment section below. Hopefully, you'll be able to help out someone else from our growing community. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. I appreciate you watching. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time. Get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time, either word, to 70,000, that's 70000, and you'll get added to our SMS alerts list going forward. You can opt out of the SMS alerts list at any point in time. You can also, if you want, get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and you can get added to our email list. Now, you can also, if you like, follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. And if you want, you can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. Now, keep in mind, YouTube does not always send out notifications on time, so please make sure you bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time, and this way you can visit the homepage of our channel and watch our videos at any point in time that you want. So please make sure you do that. As always, you'll find a link to all our resources in the description section below. Please comment, because our community is growing. It's very intelligent, it's very vibrant, it's very respectful. It's a bipartisan community where we all work together on exchanging ideas about the country, about the economy, and about money, because that's what this channel is all about. Again, please comment below and participate in our growing community. If you learned something new from this video, please share this video with friends and family. And also, finally, if you learned something new, please ignite that like button, please ignite that subscribe button, and please then gently tap that notification button so that you can get notified whenever we release new videos, because after all, the name of our channel is Ignition Time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, enable notifications, because that really helps out the YouTube algorithm. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thank you so much.